Jane Velez-Mitchell here for The Fix. Here's our question. Looking around the world, which countries do you see as having drug laws and policies that work particularly well? And I would say none of them. Frankly, I don't think we as a species have really dealt with this issue of drugs. You know, a lot of violence going on in Mexico, but if you look at the problem, well, the problem is the American consumer. We're the biggest consumer of drugs in the world, and it's the law of supply and demand. So if you're pointing your finger at what's going on south of the border, look in the mirror if you're taking drugs, illegal drugs especially, because that's what's fueling it, the demand for drugs from American consumers. Now, take a look at the prescription drug problem. More people are ODing today on legal prescription drugs than they are on illegal drugs. So we've got a problem with doctors prescribing heavy-duty narcotics to people for too long and for the wrong reasons, and we've got a problem with Americans getting hooked on those drugs and then finding reasons to go back to their doctor and get more of these drugs when they really shouldn't be taking them. We've also got a problem with Americans taking drugs to deal with emotional and psychological issues that they really should talk through. The problem with medication for any kind of psychological problem is that if it's something other than very serious bipolar schizophrenia, put those kinds of serious problems that do legitimately need drugs aside. But when you're dealing with emotional issues like depression, a lot of times the best thing to do, unless you're suicidal, is to sit through the feelings and find out why you're depressed, as opposed to just taking a pill that's going to numb you out. Maybe you're in a bad marriage. Maybe you have a childhood trauma you haven't dealt with. There are many reasons why people get sad, and the point is you've got to re-experience the feelings, find out why you're sad, and grow through it. That's what I learned in sobriety. Sit through the feelings. They don't last forever. So if you're asking me who has figured this out, I would say I don't think anybody's figured it out. I think there's too many drugs out there being used by too many different people in different cultures for too many different reasons, and it's a mess. And we need to really have a symposium about how to get the human race drug-free. I'm Jane Velez-Mitchell for The Fix. You can watch me weeknights on HLN, 7 p.m. Eastern. Check it out.